how not to be lost in thoughts, opinions, or reactivity. It is also a training to let us see how things really are, as opposed to seeing them through often distorted lenses of preferential ideas or interpretations. What is that, rose-colored glasses?
Sounds like.
Like shoes, mindfulness protects us. But shoes can only protect us from our outer world, i.e. the ground. Mindfulness protects us from both our outer and inner worlds. We are protected from our outer world because we can see it more clearly, and we are protected from our inner and outer worlds by being mindful and discerning on how we react. Mindfulness strengthens our ability to avoid harmful impulses and to act beneficially. Training in mindfulness is thus a training in finding the point of contact. Another way of saying this is that it involves a search for the issue at hand. I like the expression because the image of the hand suggests that it can be touched, what can be directly seen and felt. If we spend a lot of time anticipating the future, the issue at hand is not the future event, but rather what is tangible in the present, the immediate physical and mental experience of worry or excitement. If we spend a lot of time in fantasy, the issue at hand might be the physical sensations of the boredom fueling the story making. If we are in any angry conversation, we don't find the issue at hand in rehashing past events and dwelling on our judgments over the other person. Instead, we find it by grounding the conversation in what each person is feeling during the conversation. This does not mean that we can't review the past, but it does mean that we don't need to lose contact with ourselves and the other person. The search for the issue at hand is the search for what is closest at hand, for what directly is seen, heard, smelt, tasted, and felt. And, okay, yes, right. Okay, sorry. The search for the issue at hand is the search for what is closest at hand, for the directly seen, heard, smelt, tasted, and felt, and cognitized in the present. Sometimes what is closest at hand is how we are holding our direct experience. When I teach mindfulness to children, I hold a small bell in my hand. First, I grasp it tightly and show them when I hit the bell with the striker, it makes a dull thud. But when I balance the bell on my open hand, not grasping it at all, when I strike it this time, it rings beautifully. When grasping is seen as being what is closest at hand, mindfulness attends carefully to the grasping. In doing so, one of the basic tasks of mindfulness is to help us to release our grasping. It is intended possible to have our direct contact with ourselves and the world around us by being characterized by the absence of grasping. The closed hand and the grasping hand, the resisting hand can all be relaxed. We can perhaps touch this earth of ours with the same gentleness and tenderness which the gods reached down and touched the earth on the night in enlightenment. Okay. This book you are holding in your hands is a contemplation of essays entitled Task of Buddhist Practice and Mindfulness. Many of these chapters started out as talks given to the Monday or Sunday evening sitting groups. So this book is an offering of the Dharma. So this is a whole other book from what I'm teaching, but it's all the same concept.